Hello guys, welcome to Ashley Lancelot Show. We are going to be talking about the Mortal Kombat video that I put up yesterday, and we got a lot of comments on it as well. And with me, we have Grim Mala from Dark Tenant Enterprise. Go check out their link down below, and they have a lot of Mortal Kombat news down there as well. And they got a lot of flack for it, and it's kind of funny because a lot of these people that argue and try to make an argument does not make any sense at all. Isn't that right, Grim?
That's correct. A lot of the comments that are posted they don't make sense. They're just people speaking from like some deranged emotional state.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the way you could say it. They're not actually putting forth arguments. It's just people saying stuff like, "Oh, I love Mortal Kombat. You can't say this about Mortal Kombat," which is the silliest thing ever. That's not an argument.
Yeah.
That's not an argument. Would be, no, you're wrong, and you're wrong because of points A, B, and C. Well, I don't agree with you because of points A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Not this idiotic stuff that people are saying. Oh, you don't know, you haven't played it. Well, the video doesn't. For those who wrote that, the video doesn't say that Lance played it. It doesn't. The video does say, "Hey guys, this is what I've heard, and these are the screenshots I've seen, and I'm worried about this." And that's kind of the gist of the video. I think that is just over people's heads. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is. We have Silas on and Ashley. Hello, how are you doing? Excited to see my comments. There is one comment I had to delete from Nerd Rage, basically saying very foul and sexist things towards Bongo Galaxy Cat. So I had to delete that, just to let you know.
Well, how would he know that Bongo is a female anyway?
Well,
that's weird.
Well, yeah. Well. Also, it's like I told him you're going to attack a middle school girl, and he basically read like that.
I mean, okay. So here's my little thing on that, Lance. Not to have a debate on the stream, other than talking about you can't pull that card on anyone. That's ridiculous, man. The internet is kind of faceless. It's kind of faceless, right? Yeah. So he doesn't know it's a middle school girl.
I know.
I mean, if he's making sexist comments, then you just delete it in general, sure. But don't go on and tell people who she is.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
You don't want to tell someone in comments, right? Yes, you delete it. You should have actually told him anything about Bongo Cat.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So just for next time, don't say, "Oh, you're talking a 14-year-old girl." Don't put that information out there.
Mm-hmm. I think I just put middle schooler. I think.
Right.
But yeah.
So he doesn't know, and you don't want to give people that information. That's a bad retort. But I'm glad you deleted it, because that's the best way to go.
Yeah.
Not telling someone, "Oh, you're attacking a such and such girl or middle schooler."
No, after that.
Yeah. I would pull that card in the future.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because I saw a lot of people deleting stuff. They were explaining why and stuff. But so I'm doing that because I saw a lot of people doing comments and stuff. Okay, I just lost the spiky button on the floor. Okay.
All right. Why don't you start with some comments?
This is from Diego Celero. I'm sorry I butchered your last name. What Mortal Kombat game have you played in the past, Lancelot? I said the first one when it first came out in the arcade to Mortal Kombat 10. I think you probably did the same, right?
So what does this person's comment mean? I mean, why is he asking that?
Well, he's one of our subscribers.
Like he's asking. Oh, is he? Okay, all right. So that makes sense. So then it's not a
no, it's not. It'll be some good ones and some bad ones.
Okay.
So he's one of the subscribers.
The only reason why I brought that up, because if he wasn't a subscriber, if it wasn't someone that you knew, then you could actually kind of take that as an insult, because this is why, because this is a person that's actually saying, "I don't think you play Mortal Kombat, F you." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you can read it that way if you don't know him, but since you know him, you actually know that his question is genuine. You know?
Yeah.
So that changes things, but when I first see that, not knowing he's a subscriber, I think it's like it's a slight at you. Someone saying, "You don't play Mortal Kombat. What Mortal Kombats have you played?"
Yeah.
But That's good. That's a genuine
I'm,
question, and we
I'm
go on
gonna
with it.
go by these. Some of these are subscribers. Then I'm gonna say their name,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna say non-subscriber, and then we'll go from there.
But you see where my viewpoint on that
Yeah,
question
yeah,
is. Not
yeah.
knowing that from the outside, I
Mhm.
kind of was like, I think that's you know.
No problem, Edit. Go for it. I said nice. What? How, you played from the arcade all the way through 10, haven't you, as well?
I look when I was I'm a lot older than you, and well, not a ton older, but you know, a decade. So, look, I was skipping high school and going to the arcade and playing Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat when it originally came out.
Yeah.
So
I was in, I think, elementary school when that happened. Because I remember the first one came out, then like, and then two came out, then it finally came to the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. Then I played three. I think four was the last Mortal Kombat arcade that ever came out. On the
right.
or when there used to be an arcade, like a huge building full of nothing but games and quarters to shove down the machine's throat. But yeah, those were the good old days, I would say. I still miss it. Unless you want to go to Dave and Buster and get those plastic cards and put money in. Every game costs like $3-4 to play. I'm like, no, I just rather buy the game. June C is also a subscriber. Can you play with a single Joy-Con? What are the controls? I do not. I think you can. It is a Switch, but I do not know. I never review the actual device of the game for it. I know other people are complaining that I should play it, then review it and sing. I'm just doing the viewpoint what I see on the videos and the gameplay of it. If you guys want me or Grim Monolith to test and review the Mortal Kombat 11 for the Switch, you can buy it for us. You send us the code, the Nintendo eShop code for it, or put it, or give us the eShop card to buy it. You know, that's simple as it is. I'm gonna leave it out there because there'll be more questions about that. The John Fo production. The first of the dumb question. Your opinion is irrelevant. You can't judge it until day one patch is live and playable. Now, if it receives same results, then by all means.
Right, okay, so this is what I was getting at at the beginning when I said that this person, it doesn't sound like they listened to your video, because you specifically stated in the video that the video is about first impressions, and that you hadn't actually you had not actually played the game. So it's like this person didn't even listen to the video. You said, "Hey, this is what I've seen and what I read, and it's concerning." You know, you never said in the video, "I saw this, I played this," and this person is acting like you did. It's acting like the opinions or the problems that are stated in the video were found out by you, but they weren't, and you stated they weren't. You said, I watched gameplay, I read about, and now I'm stating my reaction to that. And they're telling you, well, you haven't played it, so you can't state a reaction to the game. But you're not reacting to the game, you're reacting to what you read about the game. So,
what I saw about the game.
I'm just saying that it's like they didn't watch the video.
And a lot of the day
You didn't watch the video.
Yeah.
If you ever see this, whoever you are, you're a meathead. Watch the video from beginning to end and grasp the words the person is saying before you say something like that.
Also, day one patch doesn't fix a lot of stuff, just to let you know as well. There's a lot of game that day one patch, it still runs like crap. I can name a list of them, but I'm not going to. We're moving to the next one. Another bad test vodka. I will be replacing some of the profound words to candy-like word or some other words as well, just letting you know. Shut up and play MK11, best fighting game ever on Nintendo Switch. I will not say it will be the best fighting game on the Nintendo Switch. There are plenty other better fighting games that I have played on the Nintendo Switch, but I have to actually get it in my hand. Probably won't let get it until next year when it bring the complete edition, because dude is riddled with microtransaction and more DLC characters for it, and the price will drop down a hell of a lot more for it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure what to say about that. I mean, you just answered it, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a
They're saying just because they're saying, oh, so if you don't like it, don't buy it. But that's what you're saying in the video.
yeah,
So
that's what I
they're
said in the
kind of
comments
just
too.
they're kind of just repeating what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you said was basically, here's what I've read about it, here's what I've seen about it, this is my response to it, and I'm not going to buy it. So they're telling you to do exactly what you said you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So why waste the time to even write the comment? And of course, for everyone out there, for all the YouTube channels that me and Lance are involved in, we don't censor comments unless they are belligerent or harassing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you leave a comment and you completely disagree with anything any of us said, that comment stands. We don't delete comments. We don't censor comments. Just as long as you're not going off on a huge amount of profanities. Some is okay, and no direct attacks.
Yeah.
If those aren't in the comments, your comment stands. Doesn't mean we can't call your comment stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're doing right now.
We'll let your comment stand, but we have every right, and we are going to call you stupid for that comment. And this comment is dumb. It's dumb because you literally told Lance to do exactly what he said he was going to do in the video.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for repeating his opinion.
Right. And it says, I was told, buy it for me if you want me to review it. Do a full reaction review for it. The problem with the Bond Galaxy Cat ending this part of this short back and forth chatter. You can shut up. First of all, don't tell other people to shut up with an angry face. Thank you, Bond Galaxy Cat.
Well thought out by Bond Galaxy.
Yeah. Also, you also gotta know that before you go more into it, Metacritic, IGN, Kotaku, and other big gaming publishers, like review publishers, reviewed only for the PlayStation 4 and some of the Xbox, and not for the Nintendo
By the way,
Switch.
The user scores for MK11 right now are bad. They're very bad.
For the Switch?
And
it just came
for
out?
all platforms. Any platform you look up for MK11 right now.
I saw 9 out of 10, 8, 9 out of 10, 3 out of 5 and stuff.
Not for user scores. Those are critic scores.
Those critic scores. So the user scores are what?
The user scores are bad. The user scores are like 5 out of 10. Now, I'll just preface that with, as time goes on, user scores sometimes for games start out really low, and then as the game is out, as the game is out for a few days or even a week, you're going to see user scores grow. So I would say a user score, to really find out what it is or it's going to be fair, you need to come back to a user score a week after the game has come out.
Well,
and then you can see what the user score really is. But it is notable that the game is starting out really so low.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's going to stay that way.
Well, the funny thing is that I think it's Warner Brothers, right? That's the company, WB, right?
Warner Brothers owns Mortal Kombat, yes. The developers.
So basically, they deny releasing the Switch beta tester, review testing out, only the PS4. And that kind of sounds fishy, doesn't it? It's like, why won't you release the Switch out?
Well, it's because they don't want people to see stuff.
Yeah, so there's few YouTubers that did it. They all mix and match reviews. Just letting you know. Just throwing it out there. Oh yeah, Dan's Modern Life. He's also subscribing. He's also a YouTuber. Go check him out. He's a good guy. I guess we'll see tomorrow when I get my copy with 2 double face. I'm like, let me know how it is.
Well, I feel bad for you, man. You wasted your money. That's my only comment.
I will know.
I feel like he wasted his money.
Well, I want to know how it is because I'm not gonna buy it. I just want to see how it is. Like he'd be like crying. It's like, you want it for $20? Like, sure. Why not? I don't have to pay $40 of it. Okay, another douche. Dan V MTG Gaming. MTG stands for Magic the Gathering. Just letting you guys know. This video makes me friggin' mad. I punched a wall. Switch is the best system in the 25th century. I don't think we're in the 25th century, we're in the 22nd, aren't we?
Read it again, I'm sorry.
This video makes me so freaking mad. I punched a wall. Switch is the best system in the 25th century. Why do you attack it? What did you get into an I didn't I say he spelled accident wrong. Accident. Have a brain damage.
So clearly, this person is deranged.
Yeah,
That's all.
I don't think
They
it's 25th
believe,
century.
yeah, they believe it's the 25th century. So maybe this guy's true name is Buck Rogers, um, right? Because every time I hear the 21st century, I think of Buck Rogers, which was a show that was out in the late 70s. And yes, that's even kind of before my time because I was such a wee one, I wouldn't have been able to watch it. But every time I hear 25th century, yes, I think of
in the
Buck
25th century.
Yeah, I think of Buck Rogers in the 21st century. So apparently this guy is Buck Rogers. But again, this is what I was talking. This is what I was talking about with people speaking with emotion and not logic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is just some guy who's speaking with emotion, and he has this insane love for the Nintendo Switch, and he should take that love and have Nintendo Switch babies. Maybe, I don't know. That's how deranged his love sounds. And yeah, I mean, look, I'm saying stuff that's illogical and pretty ridiculous, right? But everything he said is illogical and pretty ridiculous. What is there to even argue? Because again, against him, because he's talking about an emotion, right? And he's got an anger problem. He said he punched a wall. That's an anger problem. Yeah. That's a problem. So I don't want to make any accusations, but I hope he's punching walls and not people. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not making any accusations here. But
no. We want him to punch the Switch, then so you can cry some more.
God, you're punching walls and not people. But still, punching walls, my friend Dave MTG. And by the way, I love MTG. It is a great and incredible game.
We played it since when it first came out.
Well, I played it since 1997, which is about 4 years after it came out. Look, my friend, you have an anger problem. You need to seek help, because even if you are just punching walls, and I hope to God that you are, you're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, you're gonna hurt yourself. Yeah. So you kind of like just say I punch walls means I'm just gonna disregard everything you say. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that he said?
No, I'm already mine, and I'm already Silas's comment. I told him I basically says I agree with a Switch is a great system. Even Grim will agree. It's a great system. It's just not all games are for the Switch.
You're not, because the Switch is woefully underpowered for a console. But I don't know. One could argue that that's good enough for a portable, but not for a console.
It says when I saw this vid, I punched a punch. And it's like, there's a lot of games that's on the Switch that's not really playable. For example, Yi 7. We don't know how Dragon Quest 11 is going to be on the Switch, because we're looking at like it's going to probably crash with all these features in it that Grim really hates that's on the Switch when you buy it. Like Wolfenstein 2, it's laggy and buggy. I did a review on it. I gave a really bad review. I said just get it on the PS4 or Xbox, or play on the computer. It's not worth it on the Switch. And Silas says, Dan, how about you look at someone's channel before you decide to be a dick to them? That is actually a good and that's a good comeback, Silas. That's a very good logical standpoint.
What was Silas's comeback? I'm sorry.
Dan, how about you look at someone's channel before you just decide to be a dick to them?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a belligerent response, but you know what? It's a belligerent response to a belligerent. Well, it's not really a belligerent response.
Well, it is making sense. If you're the guy looking at the channel, I do reviews and stuff for games.
Well, again, this guy is speaking from emotion, not to mention the anger problem. So
yeah, Well, your videos are pretty much Nintendo's. Yeah, it's kind of is. That's why I'm playing Ratchet and Clank today. Gaming with folks. I have been waiting my entire life for this game, Nintendo, and you dare try and create a boycott? I take it personally. Even a downgraded version is better than nothing. I hope all your computers fail and your PlayStation melts. And I put down
what? What? Wait a second. What was that last sentence?
So I hope all your
What?
computer fails and your PlayStation melts.
All right, if this person again, I need to ask: are you friends with David?
Probably.
Are you friends with David MPG? Because both of you have really bad anger problems. I mean,
you saw the. I think I sent you a picture of that. I replied, "That's fine. I'm insured. I'm all insured.
Yeah.
I always want to upgrade my stuff, but sure."
I like the response. That's one of your better responses, man. Respond to an idiotic statement with a completely ridiculous answer. Oh no, you responded to it with the truth, right?
Yeah.
You said, "Well, it's insured, so okay, if that happens, well, I'll just get a new one." You know, I like that. The PlayStation melts and your computer's fried. Oh my god! Again, the anger issues. Get out of your basement. And you know what? I'm not gonna call someone an incel for being a dick, because you know what? People, some incels are dicks, some are not. Some, like, people that get out there that are married have kids that are dicks, and some are not. So it's I hope your fire burns. Take that. I like that. I hope your computer computer. This is just like even the beginning of the beginning of the it's a rant, because this guy is ranting, or this girl is ranting, right?
Yeah.
Even the beginning of the rant makes more sense than the end. Like, even if you're arguing from an emotional standpoint, which you shouldn't, because you should use logic and like actual facts to actually comment on something, which they should have, but they didn't. Again, it's an emotional outburst. But then just say that you hope someone's stuff burns and what? Oh my, that's as bad as punching the wall. What's this person's name?
The only thing that Greg wants to see burn and melt and destroy is the PlayStation Classic that's up on the bookshelf right there.
And all at Games products. So if any of you out there, like Silas and Edits and Blue, hey, any of you out there, because I believe that's who's in chat, right? If you have any at Games products, please send them to Lance's P.O. Box, or send them to the Dark Titan Enterprises
send
business.
Send it to me, and I'll preserve it up in the shelf for
no, don't send it to him. I will literally make a video destroying it for you. I will literally make a video destroying it, and I will do it in such a way that it looks like an expert demolisher. Yeah, look, an expert demolitioner is destroying it for you. So there you go. Anyway,
I'll send you my PS2. No, send that to me. We need more PS2. I need to cannibalize it to fix the fat one. Yen Shi Yu. We're going to see a lot of Yen Shi Yu. Just letting you guys know. You know nothing. What you think doesn't even matter. I will buy 11 copies of MK11 for the Switch now to I think spite, not spit you, but spite you.
Probably spite you.
Yeah, he came into the live chat for the Ratchet and Clank. He bought 6 copies, so he didn't buy his 11 copies. I played a beta. It is the game I could ever want. You are not a fighting game fan. You know nothing about fighters. You don't know the story of MK11. I can't even understand what the heck you're even saying in half the videos. Take down this shameful video.
I mean, what? I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I just.
Read your responses. Read your responses.
So then go buy it. Like I really care. Well, I have this video. I'll still have this video still up just for you. The replies: keep up, and the hate will pour down on you. We, the fighter players, have now marked you as an enemy. This is no joke. I have spread your name across many Discord servers. Like I really care. Discord server is kind of mundane, just letting you know. I'll take the video down before the floodgates are open, and we will destroy your life. You hate Mortal Kombat, then you are a racist, and that also hates women. I have been notified you, having reported you to the nether realms.
Okay, so So a lot of the claims here are just ridiculous from the get-go, right?
Yeah.
So one, if you bought 11 copies of Mortal Kombat 11, good job. You wasted your money.
Where's that?
You're a moron.
Blue Rose works at GameStop. He put a comment. It's not a good game for a person that works at GameStop. We warned the people about the game. Even a GameStop employee warned.
I mean, I commend that, Blue Rose, because GameStop employees should be like you. Back to the comment at hand, right? I mean, the claims are ridiculous here. So we have a person that's saying they're going to buy 11 copies of the game. Okay, that's a ton of money, right? That's like what, $600-700 without doing any math in my head. I mean, that's sick. Okay, then they say that you've been marked as an enemy of the fighting game community. For one, they speak for the fighting game community. I bet you that they don't, but that's okay. They can believe they do. So they have an imaginary army from a very small group of video game players that have now marked you as an enemy. Run and hide, Lance. Do you have a bomb shelter? Run and hide. I'm sorry, Lance. Stop. Lance, stop, drop, and roll so you can put out the fire quickly because this is blazing. This is blazing. Okay, so stop, drop. I can't speak. Stop, drop, and roll, Lance, because they're blazing.
And it says,
LMO, look.
And it says, LMO, you're racist because you don't like Mortal Kombat and you hate women and punching burning walls.
Yeah, completely. You don't like Mortal Kombat, so you're a racist. So, hey, Lance, I think what they're getting at. Let me kind of get into what they're getting at. They're saying, in a really ridiculous way, that because you ain't woke, Lance Lyles, because you ain't woke, you're racist. Even though you're two different races, you're a mixed person. But you're a racist. So I bet, you know what, Lance? Your white side hates your Asian side, and your Asian side hates your white side. You get up every day, and you just each side punches the other side. Because you are goddamn racist. It's a racist. Oh, and you hate women, even though you married a woman, you hate them. You hate them. You married them, you hate them. So, because you ain't woke, because you ain't woke,
Wait a second. Let's ask the woman if I tell her do I really hate women? Ashley, do I hate women?
Bring Ashley. Bring her over to the mic.
Ashley, come over here and come to the mic.
Answer this question. Because I don't like Mortal Kombat doesn't mean I hate women.
There's a woman all around you.
What, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
They'll hear it too. If they can hear it, then everyone else can hear it.
Look, the argument, though, is that a man can see women as nothing more than a sexual object. So therefore, that means that you don't actually like women. You just see them as objects. So you can have men that are still attracted to women and want women, but they don't respect them. And that's kind of what the person's trying to say.
Yeah, the comments are killing me right now.
Yeah. So I'll send you my rat library so they can move you on that. Yes, all of my fighting game enthusiasts are going to make your life a hell, Lance Lyles.
We'll send you all the rats from New York City. The pizza rat's coming for you.
Yes.
Blue says we said sorry. You buy the game, you stuck with it. But sadly, we had to take it back. We warned them.
You will play Mortal Kombat and love women and punch a lot of walls. and not only you love women, but they're going to teach you how to love yourself because you're racist. So we need to teach you how to love
both my mixed race will punch yourself right now.
Right.
It's hurting me. Right. It's hurting me. Oh my god, my heart.
Your heart's trying to rip itself apart.
Yeah.
So just ridiculous claims, right? One, the racism, the comment about women. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But them threatening you with a non-existent army, because look, nothing against the fighting game community, but it's a small community of gamers, and I doubt they're banding together behind a thousand sub YouTube, banding behind this person to attack a thousand sub YouTuber, which should be a ridiculous notion. And even if they were, the fighting game community would get torn apart. I mean, it's just a small community. I don't mean personally torn apart, but the people would blast them as like a community and say that you're basically being a little clique. And some of these little small communities can be a little clique. But I guess in the end, none of that happens because this person is delusional and clearly does not speak for the fighting game community, nor do they have control of the fighting game community. And hey, they probably said, look at this. They probably logged on to the 20-person Discord server that they're on and said, look at this guy's video. And out of those say 50 people, another 5 people watched your video. So as you said, Discord. So it's not like Discord servers vetted. It's not like they're saying that I posted it on a subreddit that's got 10,000 users and they're all mad. No, we're talking about tiny little Discord servers, which is ridiculous. So
yeah. Hey,
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, again, another stupid comment. I mean, let's show us your black eyes. Show us your black eyes, man.
What black?
Where's your black eyes from punching yourself? From punching yourself. From all the internal hate, my friend.
The last
all the
black
internal
eye
hate.
guy was
your white side. Yeah, we need to help Lance out because his Caucasian side is constantly hitting his Asian side, and his Asian side is always hitting his Caucasian side. And when he's done with that, he punches walls and hates women. So we got a lot to work on, Lance, but we are here for you, my friend. According to, what's this person's name again? I'm sorry, can you say the name again?
Yu.
So that is clearly a person that's either making fun of Asian people,
is making fun of Asian people,
or it could be a person who is Asian because it is legitimate. Like, okay, I'm not gonna say they're making fun of Asian people. That is an actual, like, could be a real Chinese name.
I never met any Chinese or people in China with that name.
Well, the last name is a real Chinese name. Is it she?
Yui. That's Yui.
Yeah, so
Yui is Japanese.
Okay, so I know the last name could be real, but who knows? All right,
we just skip that right now.
So
we got a lot more to cover.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Silas replied, Yin, your comment doesn't make sense. Maybe if you took time to type and proofread, you would be able to improve. Thank you for supporting Nintendo.
Silas, we commend you because, as we said at the beginning, if you're going to buy 11 copies of Mortal Kombat for the Switch, by God, go buy ahead. Waste your money. Waste your money.
Wait a second. Let's do some math. How much that would cost? We got
60 times 11.
Times 11.
Times 11.
$660 times what? How much is sales tax?
The average sales tax is 5.5%. That's the average.
5.
If they're in California, 5%. Yeah.
Oops. I did it wrong. Well, you're probably gonna spend around $700. Close to $700.
Which is ridiculous. So just with that statement alone, we know that they're just kind of full of crap. I mean, no one's going to buy 11 copies of a game.
No. That guy came in. He said he bought 6 copies, so he didn't buy 11 copies like you said.
He didn't buy 11 copies, so he came into his stream and said he bought 6 copies.
Yeah.
What an idiot! What a moron!
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the next comment.
Vera Dark for Dark Titan Enterprise.
Oh,
Link down
Vera
below.
Dark, the great Vera Dark.
Yes,
has blessed your comment section.
Our Dark Queen.
Our Dark Queen herself.
Yeah. People
who
should
just, by the way, finished streaming.
Match the Gathering Arena.
Yeah, she just finished streaming the War of the Spark pre-release event, or the streamer event. So I know that it's still up there on the channel. So if you want to check out some War of the Spark play before this weekend, by all means, go check that out at the Dark Titan Enterprises channel. And if you want to check out, I'm going to give a shameless plug for Cinder Shadow Gaming. If you want to check out some other Magic play, check out Cinder Shadow's game.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
you should join us on the podcast, Cinder Shadow, on Sunday. If you can. She says people should buy it, but not for $6. Now worth $60 with the grades and graphics. It's worth $30 at best. Rod D. Great replied, it still offers everything from all consoles, but yeah, the downgrades and graphics could drop the price. Yes, true.
I think it's a fair statement. It's a fair statement.
It's a fair statement.
Admit that the game has a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Admit that the game has a problem, and
it should be worth $60. So yeah, it's true. That's why I'm not buying it.
I need to take just like a 1 minute break. I'll be right back.
No
So
problem.
4
I'm
o'clock.
gonna read some of these comments right now.
Yep. I'll be right back.
Okay, let's see what we got. Watashi wa Mortal Kombat. Kun. Turus. Burn walls. Wakaki punch. Otorike explore. Love it. Okoro Toroyama. Hey, at least eight. No, you didn't get 11 copy. You got 6. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick man. Send me all the D&D. They're good. I'm gonna send me your email, Blue Rose, on Discord. I'll send you the Dropbox for the Pathfinder so you can start reading them. We probably get your characters up tomorrow or tomorrow night, because today been waiting on Grim to do this segment for the video to make fun of them. They can't complete every single one. Okay, I said, welcome to Daddy's Basics. Let's learn math. Oh God, no. Yeah, I screwed up on it. WTF? Happened with a game I used to love. It is no hooker hiring beating Vice City, but this new MK11 is not woke, as it is completely taken over by the hot world. Be right back. I'm gonna go buy 6 copies of chocolate milk. I will see if I can. I don't know if I can though. My children makes things difficult. There's something called chloroform. But God, every parent should have. Just joking, Center. Yeah, don't worry, man. If you can, it'd be great. I can be a man of stupid comments or give you good intelligent roast. My friend Rainbow Cat, his name is Lance. That's just creepy. You made me into a cat. Off with your head, Blue. So what do you guys think so far until Grim comes back, You know, I can start doing live streams of these and make fun of people with dumb comments. We did one with the Sony one.
So Lance is afraid of kids.
Oh shit, Ashley knows now. So yeah, it is one of those things, I'm surprised they didn't show up at all. I thought they would. It's the same tag. So what they have not told you with MK11 is the entire game is an April Fool's joke, and you need to put in the correct fatality codes to get the true game. Yeah, and also, it's heavily microtransactions for cosmetics, but it's also microtransaction for easier fatalities as well. I think that's one of the dumbest thing you can do. Basically a grind fest. Even if you have all the characters, you gotta upgrade a lot of stuff. It's basically a grind. I don't mind getting it on the complete edition.
Hey,
at least I get everything for it.
I'm back.
All right,
Well,
back.
I have a problem with the character models, and what Cinder is saying. Like, so what they have not told you, MK11, the entire game is an April Fool's joke. I mean, hell, that could be the truth. Although, did you see the screenshots, Lance, of where they actually don't necessarily take a political stance per se, but they have the scene with Jax, and Jax says, "I'm gonna get woke," and he goes back in time and makes it so that slavery never happened. And then there's another character
I saw that
says,
one.
Then there's another character that says, "I'm gonna make Outer World great again." Instead of a MAGA hat, it's a "Make the Outer World Great Again." So they thought that they were trying to be funny with these things. I don't know if making a scene where Jack says, "I'm gonna get woke," and he goes back and and gets rid of slave. I don't know. If that's a really good. I don't know if that's a very good.
No, because everyone will take it.
I think that's insensitive.
Yeah, but the making the Outer World great again, I think that's fine.
That one's okay, but
yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, go to the next
Nerd Rage. I'm gonna have to see a lot of the Nerd Rage. He's the one that kept me up all the way to 8 in the morning, just laughing my ass off in bed. Let's see here. Lance, tell Grim to please unblock me on Discord. What Scylla says to you.
I don't remember. I don't remember blocking Silas.
Okay. Well, I don't know. He changed his name to another Korean name. Cause it's all about the graphics.
Okay,
right?
I know who Silas is now. I did block. I didn't know who it was.
Okay.
I thought it was spam.
See, Cinder Shadow says, could the MK11 devs think that maybe they were truly just trying to be funny and completely missed the mark?
Well,
Yes
they weren't.
and
They weren't
no.
trying to be. They weren't trying to be funny in the artwork because they literally said, the art developer literally said, "Oh, this artwork is like a fresh start." Like basically saying that they were happy that they went with this artwork, and they basically said, "Well, if you don't like it, don't buy it." It's another "if you don't like it, don't buy it" thing. And whenever developers say that, you know that they don't have anyone's best interests
Yeah.
in heart. The only interest they have is their own or some get woke agenda, and that's kind of where the game falls. It definitely falls under a get woke agenda. The costumes for the female fighters are absolutely ridiculously bad, and the character models are bad. So
we already made a video about that not too long
yeah,
ago.
I don't. I think that in some respects they did make jokes that were just in poor taste.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I'm sorry, the Jacks get woke, fix slavery. That's a poor taste. If I've seen anything that's in poor taste, that's in poor taste.
Okay.
All right, go on to nerd rage.
Because it's all about the graphics, right? Feel like I forgot to consider most people they just want MK on Switch was really to accept the downgrade. People cry when they skip a console, so they release it for every console, and now people cry about downgrade. Understand that people prefer to have a weaker version than no version at all. People like you is why console PC versions end up being skipped to avoid your type of backlash. I said, never said anything about the graphics for the Switch that you shouldn't buy it. If you're going to comment, then please watch the video. It's about the lag and glitches in the game. Then Nerd Rage said, I did watch your entire video, and I feel like you missed the entire point of my comments. Lag and glitch is part of the graphics and quality that most people expected to have flaws and not care, and cause they just happy to at least have MK on Nintendo console like the good old days, not like the Wii U you get skipped with MK at 10. I never seen anyone buy Mortal Kombat 10 on the Wii U. To tell you the truth, I own a Wii U. And no,
I mean, but there is no Mortal Kombat 10 in the Wii U. They didn't do it.
uh,
There's no Mortal Kombat. It's not. Think about on the Wii U.
it got skipped with MKX because the Wii U is not powerful enough to handle MKX.
Right, and neither is a Switch, and that's the point. Neither is a Switch. But also,
you wanna continue? Go.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna go back to Veradog's comment about, all right, you know, if you're gonna release a version on the Switch and it's gonna be inferior, just charge less money for it.
You know, it's like if it goes also you can sell it on downloadable content or eShop, download from the eShop.
Yeah.
Don't charge $60 for goddamn it.
Don't charge $60 for an inferior experience.
No, not $60.
You know,
even on the internet. If you go online on the eShop and buy for $6, you should never buy digital content for $6. If that's the case, just give me the physical goddamn thing.
You are 100%. I'm 100% with you on that, and that is a whole other topic that we're gonna have to do a whole stream about. Just ranting about how digital distribution, digital media is handled. Yeah, that's something that we need to sit down and really talk about sometime. But all right, continue on with the.
Yeah, so again, I did watch your shit video, and I'm sorry I did. I'm like, okay, you want to talk about CPU and APU and the GPU? It's a CPU and GPU and APU. You want to talk about it? The Switch is an APU, and
the Switch is an APU, right?
Yeah.
Which some of the predictions of the new PS5 are that it's going to be an APU. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah, the problem is
we know it's a Navi.
Yeah, he's just saying that the graphics part of the lag and the glitches, but it's not. They're totally separate things. It's you're talking to someone that's an engineer and a computer science major. You're talking to also someone Grim. He's a professor in astronomy, but his undergrad is computer science.
So yeah, essentially, yeah.
Yeah. So and also owns a comic book store as well. and buy games.
Yes, I did. I worked as a game.
Yeah, but
I worked as a tournament organizer for several different companies and owned several stores. So I did organize tournaments for Mortal Kombat 10. most of the fighting game tournaments that I organize are Smash Brothers, but
Yeah.
we would run like multi tournaments where we
Mhm.
have Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat 10 and Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is another person that. Well, why don't you read the last comment from him? What do you read
Well,
them all? And we're just
he says lag and glitch is part of the graphics and quality that most people expect to have flaws and not care about them because they're happy to have at least an Mortal Kombat on the Nintendo console. That is not really true. Graphics and quality could be downgraded.
They do matter. They do matter.
They do matter, but they can go down so that it will have lag and glitches in it. They go further down.
Well, all right. So you're talking about a lot of the tricks that. What's the name of the company that ported Doom?
I forgot. Yeah, it's Doom did it, but they have some few glitches, but it's not as noticeable. But they render it.
Who ported Doom?
Well, we can.
I'm just trying to get their name.
We can Google it.
Yeah.
Company that ported Doom.
Astro Duel Deluxe. So I mean they
also ported
Astro Duel Deluxe.
Yeah.
The name of the game. Oh, Panic Button.
Panic Button.
Yeah. Panic Button.
Mm-hmm.
Panic Button is a game that basically took Knights of the Old Republic and Doom and got them to work on not Knights of the Republic. I'm sorry, Doom and Wolfenstein, and ported those and got those to work on the Switch. I saw Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic because people that work at Panic Button also worked on those games back in the day. So a lot of people that work at Panic Button are actually BioWare.
Did they make Knights of the Republic 1 and 2 or just 1?
BioWare made 1. If we're talking about the OG games,
yeah, the OG one.
BioWare made Knights of the Old Republic 1. Obsidian, which is now owned by Microsoft, made number 2, and then BioWare made the MMO.
Oh, okay.
The MMO that currently exists is a BioWare game.
Okay.
But Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Republic number 2 was done by Obsidian for BioWare, and then the first one was completely BioWare.
Okay. We can go graphics, quality, lag, and glitches, but I'm not going to.
The point is that they did certain tricks with the resolution, where they basically did distance scaling on the resolution. So they made it so the draw distance was very short compared to the other systems, and that when objects were being drawn far away, they reduced the resolution like really low, so that it wouldn't take up a lot of CPU power to draw that stuff. And as you got closer to an object, basically the game would increase the resolution of anything that you can see the closer that you got to it. And as it's increasing that resolution, anything that's far away from you, it decreases that resolution. And that's what they did with it. That's not really something that works in Mortal Kombat. I don't know if they could apply that to Mortal Kombat. Maybe
they can with the background.
Okay.
Because the background they can do with the background because they try to make the background and the front character, if you look at the gameplay, as the same resolution texture. But then if they de-resolutionalize the computing power in the back, and also with the fighters, when I have that lag and glitch, because the problem is that more and more stuff you add into a fighting game, there'll be more lag and glitch as it goes. So you cannot complete. We'll go more into the complete combos and stuff because I will answer that to him for it. Okay, let's see here. I just said I don't care about the graphics, but I do want the game to run smooth like Doom for the Switch. I played Mortal Kombat when I first came out, when it was in the arcade, to number 10. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Nerd Rage says, I said graphics are part of the quality and the reason of the lag in the glitch. This is why Mortal Kombat X skipped Wii U. No, the Wii U.
Well, you already read that.
Wii
You already
U.
read that. Yeah, they did skip the Wii U. Right?
Yeah, they're just re-saying it again. So Wii U. Because the Wii U can't handle it.
The Wii U is not even a terabyte system. The Wii U is under a terabyte.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, terabyte.
Okay.
Yeah, what am I talking about? The Wii U's processing power is under a teraflop. It's not even 1 teraflop.
It's not the graphics. It's just you can't compute it. You cannot. It doesn't have enough
Well,
computing power.
it doesn't have it doesn't have enough computing. It's just not fast enough to be able
Yeah.
to draw all that.
Mm-hmm. But still, again,
It's the same with the Switch. Like that's why the Switch version is so lefty.
Yeah. Because they knew they would have hardware restriction for needed. Okay, game. That's true. They still did their
that's
best.
fine. Then charge. I say again, charge less for the game.
Yeah.
Because you're offering less of a game. And Cinder Shadow in comments over here in the chat made a good point. Digital game, a $60 game should be $40 digital max.
Mm-hmm.
It should never be the same price as the digital game. The digital game should always be more money. That is a great point. So, have at least a $10 difference, preferably a $20 difference, but come on.
Yeah.
But come on.
Yeah.
So if you're $60, be $40 for digital. Give people a reason to buy digital because you're not doing that. You're not making me want digital.
Yeah, the Xbox screwed that up with the Stat Edition.
Right.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Wow, that they would have made that $150 and in a different form factor. They should have shrunk it to half the size of the Xbox One S.
I think the reason why they did that is the spare Xbox One S they had.
Oh, absolutely.
Resell it.
They just had stuff sitting around, so they didn't want to they just used stuff that they had left over. It's a mess, Microsoft. I mean, even if you were going to use the same shell, come on, guys. You should have taken a hit in the price just to get your system out in the market. Found out $150 and just rolled with it.
Yeah. Hey, crazy amount of money. Be nice, Silas. Okay. They still did their best to bring MK Mortal Kombat on a Switch this time for the fans that was craving for Mortal Kombat on Nintendo Switch console for a while, and they delivered it. I have not met any Mortal Kombat or fighter fan that actually wanted on the Switch. Or it's a small people that wants it.
There are people that wanted it on the Switch, but still, I mean, I think that a lot of people who wanted it on the Switch weren't really forewarned that about the performance on it. But it was predicted by a lot of people that a lot of people were like, I'm very weary of what the performance of this game is going to be like on the Switch. We saw a lot of that coming out, but not any reviews. Like they didn't let anyone play it at PAX East. They had no versions of they had no Switch versions on the floor at PAX East. They didn't want anyone to play it.
Mm-hmm. It may not be perfect, but we at least have a chance to play it on Nintendo console and maybe even create patches that make it even better in the long run if people buy the game. Okay, for patches, if the game cannot, if the system cannot compute or graphically resolution-lize it, or not up to, if it's probably producing the peak of the maximum of the console can compute, how the hell you think a patch will fix it? Just leaving it out there.
Only if they come up with another, trick like
rendering,
like they did with Doom.
Yeah.
Some rendering trick like they did with Doom and Wolfenstein, right?
Yeah.
And we saw, by the way, Wolfenstein didn't do it as well as Doom. So Wolfenstein did have a few.
Wolfenstein had a huge problem. I made a review on it already. It's like,
so because you played it.
Yeah.
Doom was done. Doom didn't have as many problems as Wolfenstein, which I think the graphics in Doom are better, but so I don't know what the difference in the programming was. I wasn't part of either of those development.
It's just that the Wolfenstein 2 has more graphical input than Doom, because Doom was an older game. Okay, you asking people not to buy it, just asking to kill the game chance to maybe get support if the player base is there. Honestly, man, I wonder how you dare be so hard on it. You're a fan like you pretend to be. Like the first arcade version were 100% smooth with no flaws, right? Actually, it runs a hell of a lot smoother than the Switch, I can tell you that right now.
Right, that's true.
A hell of a lot right now, yes. And also, it's one of those games is that, back then, coding it, they coded for that particular system. They didn't code it for 3 different systems. When Mortal Kombat 3 came out, they started making Mortal Kombat 1 for the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. Like when Nintendo, when Nintendo don't, Sega does. Remember that? I think you're too young because I think you're talking about the Wii U and the Mortal Kombat. I think you're like very young, because you never probably played any of the older Mortal Kombat games. So just throwing that out for you right now, because I don't think you actually.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right?
Yeah, it's like.
I mean, there was definitely a graphical difference between Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 and 3 on the Super Nintendo and on the Genesis.
Yeah.
And I mean, the game was graphically better on the Super Nintendo because it did have a faster it was a faster system. The Super Nintendo was definitely a little bit more powerful than the Sega Genesis. You know, sound wise, they had there was some debate on which system had better sound, because they had they had different sound chips in them, so what the sound chips did was different. So some people prefer the Super Nintendo sound over the Sega Genesis sound, but that's a totally different thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there was a performance difference though. There was no performance difference.
No, there was no performance difference. Only thing was that Nintendo censored it. Censored number 1.
Well, yeah, they didn't want the blood in the game, so there's no blood in the. So I would say that even though the graphics are not quite as good as the Super Nintendo version, Sega versions of 1, 2, and 3 and 3 Ultimate are truer to the arcade than the Super Nintendo versions were.
Yeah. As a Doom also has a lot of flaws, and does with Wolfenstein or AAA games ported on the Switch. That is true, but Doom did not have that much of a glitch or lag. Wolfenstein did. On number 2, I did review that, and I did review Doom on the Switch as well.
Right.
But they patched the shit out of it a long time before on PC instead, before they were having to port it. Okay. It doesn't matter if you port and patch on a PC, Xbox, or a PlayStation.
If the game is too taxing on the system, then ultimately there's no. You can only do so many tricks to get something to look good, or so many tricks to make something work. Eventually, you hit a wall. That's the computation of power of what you're dealing with, and that is an absolute wall. Yeah. And if the Switch can't run the game, the Switch can't run the damn game.
Yeah, it's like you gotta also understand, Doom wasn't came out in what, 2016?
16, yeah. 2016.
Okay. Wolfenstein 2 came out in 2018, isn't it?
Wolfenstein 2 is from 2018. Yeah.
Okay,
but it uses the same engine.
It uses the same engine, but Wolfenstein 2 I think has a lot more than the Doom.
I mean, I like the graphics better in Doom. I think, but that's just my opinion.
Anyhow, the Xbox and PS4, yes, you can patch and text because they're basically using the same processor. The Switch is not. The Switch is going on Tegra 1 chip.
Yeah, the Xbox One and the PS4 are using a Jaguar-based AMD processor, which is an x83 processor, but the thing is junk. It's years old. And even back in 2013, when the Xbox One and the PS4 released, it was an old chip even then, and now it's an even older chip. And the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, which basically have overclocked, modified versions of the Jaguar processor, but it's still the Jaguar processor. It's just they did modifications to it to get it to go faster. It still doesn't matter. I mean, they're similar chips. The Tegra is just hella slow compared to even the Jaguar. Anyway, now on to the next one.
Okay. Long before, because I'm just saying, with the port and stuff, you cannot do it with every single system. They're not all the same. They have different requirements. They have different hardware and software, and the OS they use it as well.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would say though the ultimate wall is the processing power that you have. I mean, you can only patch something so much, and we've seen that in plenty of games out there have had tons of problems, and you can only patch something so much. You can only do so much with a patch. You can only do so much with programming tricks. But let's go on to the next comment. We're just kind of talking in circles here.
So I'm gonna finish this one up. This is not the same situation at all. Give it time or just be dumb and hurt the games you plan to love by ignoring the Switch. It's a weak console that even lags on effing Zelda. Actually, Zelda didn't have that much of a lag at all.
I haven't looked at the performance with Zelda, but
Yeah, because Nintendo actually made the game just for the Switch, so there weren't
Yeah.
any lag unless there was like 100
Well,
100 goblins coming at you. Then yeah, there would be a lag.
right.
Other than that, no.
Well, actually, you know that the Zelda was actually designed for the Wii U.
Wii U,
So,
yeah, the Wii U,
yeah.
but still, it was able to play flawlessly. But the games, I didn't like the new
Well,
Zelda
yeah,
game.
it was able to because the Switch is certainly faster than the Wii U, and the game was designed to run on the Wii U. So
Let's see here. Someone needs to teach me controls. Lance, the parrot, and Ashley, the cat. Okay.
just keep reading it because we're starting to get close on time.
That's
so
fine. I can do Minecraft a little later on in the evening.
We're starting to run close on time. I can only stay on so long.
Okay, I'm not gonna remind that. I see. From Nerd Rage. Those games don't even have 60 frames per second. What MK does. No, it's not. It's running 30 frames per second on the Switch right now.
Mortal Kombat is certainly running at 60 frames per second on every platform but the Switch.
Yeah.
So if you believe that, good sir. If you believe that, good sir. then you're wrong.
Yeah, wasted money wasted money to buy it and unable to even play is actually run pretty good overall, with some few drops, but nothing as bad as you experienced with Doom if it wasn't down to 30 frames per second. Doom actually went up to 30 frames, but it dropped a little. But you always compensate 260.
Doom would go between 30 and 20, and then Wolfenstein, I'm looking online right now, would sometimes drop to 10. So Wolfenstein had some problems.
Yeah.
But Doom itself would go between 20 and 30. And I'm willing to bet that, if we start seeing a chart here on MK11 on the Switch, that it doesn't even hold 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
Let alone 60. And I'll tell you, the Xbox One X probably and the PC have no problem running. Are going to have no problem running this thing at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
But the Switch is not going to be able to hold even 30.
Yeah. Your opinion is harsh for a game and then a lot more than people expected for the Wii console. That is the Switch, which is why I feel like I can stress enough that we Nintendo gamers wanted Mortal Kombat, and we do not have the Switch being skipped like the Wii or the Wii U with a sad Armageddon port only.
All right, so let's stop reading his comments. I'll tell you why. Because this person is just and I'm viewing the comments at the bottom of the page. They're just saying the same thing over and over. That we don't care the performance of this game. We just wanted it on the Switch.
I'm gonna skip the comments to him about the tournaments because you know more about that. But Bun Galaxy Cat says, "Shut up, nerd, mister. Oh no, you missed about the style and the gameplay. He don't care about it, as you can see, but you still running your mouth. That is true." Okay, let's see here.
Let's go on to a different person.
No, there's one for a tournament. You want to go for a tournament?
What do you mean tournament?
In the last part, he talked about the tournament.
What does he say about tournaments?
I can't understand how dumb you are to understand that the input lag caused by graphical of a games being so much for the console. Just like Zelda, of course, not Switch part won't ever be part of a tournament. Why would you want a Switch as a tournament console when you can run much stronger one? Trying to diss a game that almost never happened all console creating for. He basically, saying that
he's backtracking. He's dissing. He's the word diss, so he must be a kid.
Yeah.
So he's basically crapping all over the Switch version after saying that the Switch version, stop shitting on the Switch version, but he's shitting on the Switch version.
No, it's not. It's like, dumb. You refuse to see the point that Smash also have a lag input, so it plays a lot in tournaments. But I'm like, it basically said that it's Nintendo. It's only on Nintendo, not 3 console. Basically, he's saying to me like before I skip a lot of it. It's basically
right, so it doesn't matter that there's performance issues for Smash Brothers. It doesn't matter
because
there's only one version of it.
Yeah, it's just like if it's a tournament, it's going to be on the Xbox or the PlayStation. That's it.
Right.
The Switch will not because if there's a lag input on the fighting game, I tell you this right now because I remember watching one of the Street Fighter 4 on the PlayStation and had a lag problem. I think this was on the PS3. I watched it. It was just they were streaming and stuff for the big event. Oh my God! There was one lag input on I forget one of the characters that was played. The whole freaking player and the crowd goes pissed, and they have the rematch, and referee comes up because you cannot have lag in this game. It has to be flawed because once a combo hits, unless another one blocks it or whatever, if there's a glitch in that combo that you're trying to do. There's going to be, a whole disadvantage in that whole entire match for it at all. I'll just leave it at that.
Right.
I,
So no pro gamer is going to compete on a Switch when the game is also on the PS4.
yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's just...
Yeah.
All right. So let's pick one more comment here, and run with it, and then close up on this.
Okay. Okay, I think this is the last guy. So some people need help.
Just
some help
this
too.
guy again.
Yeah.
Did he made a comment up top?
Oh yeah. Oh my god, how do you know the Switch is portable? Is too good for a little device. Do you play it? I bet not. I love the Switch and the Switch loves me. They will patch it and make it perfect. You are trying to kill off one of the best games in a decade. You're either looking for a drama or creating drama for views. Actually, you're creating the drama and I'm using that drama and just throwing it at your face. Leave my MK out of your outrage. Go blame something else on the SJWs, not my beloved game MK. You, sir, should go back to school and then make your own game. I bet you only went to the 8th grade and now have a nice YouTube room in the parents' basement where you can come up with ways to make drama and get people so mad and ruin my game. Get out of here, lazy boy. I look at your shelves and you're a boy man collector. I am a ladies man, an MK lover. Both of you will never understand. And I basically give him the reply, said that to you. I fought in a war and been married for 8 years with a college degree in computer science. I don't care what you like and what you do behind your computer. I don't care. And Bongcat says, okay, first of all, do not be mean to my fave YouTube second. You can shut your little baby crying self up before we can go and have some problems. Small Butts is Bong's friend. I'm Bongo's friend. Let me handle this. Can you just shut up? You made my friend come and get to stop working so I can deal with this problem. And says, let's say here. You just want to make people miserable. You don't care about anyone except yourself. You just leave us alone. And if you live in Richmond, please go to Wayne County Historical Museum for Haunted Halloween and go into the car area and yell Liama. I think that's one of the one of the urban legend over there where they're at. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just got
so again, it is not much. I'll just kind of end with this guy. There's not much we can respond to here. He's not actually attacking with facts. He's attacking with trolls.
Yeah.
They're troll comments.
Yeah.
You live in. This goes back to all the people who think that YouTubers shouldn't have an opinion or YouTubers should get a real job. It's along those lines.
I'm retired. I'm retired.
You know, you probably have a little YouTube station. Your parents pay. What is he talking about? I mean, come on. He's not actually attacking your video with facts. Or even legit or even opinions that have anything directly to do with the game. These are literally not even opinions. He's giving his opinion on you as a person, not on your. He's not responding to your opinion of the game. So I don't even have a response for him. Just David, you're an idiot.
They're both David and Nerd Rage. A couple other people are. I don't think these are for the. They're talking about Nintendo Switch. They're talking about Minecraft on the comments.
All right, let's give you one more chance here. Tell us, basically, just quickly in a couple sentences, what's your problem with the Nintendo Switch of the game?
My problem is not the graphics. It's not the graphics. It's just how it runs. Those are two different things. You're talking to someone that knows about computers, and also I'm an engineer and also know about hardware. I was talking to someone else that's on this channel, on the mic on the headphones with me. Same thing. So
what you're saying is, let me get this straight. You're saying that, hey, if they have to down the resolution a bit to get, say, to get a solid 30 frames per second. So if they have to down the resolution a little bit, making it not look as good as the other consoles, but basically giving you no latency and a cool, straight up 30 frames per second, you don't mind the downgrade in the graphics.
Yeah.
But it's not what they've given us.
Yeah.
They've given us something that they try to hit a resolution and a frame rate that the system can't do, therefore making the performance bad. And that's Lance's point here. Everyone who wants to attack this video.
Yeah. If you want to buy it, go buy it. I don't care. Graham doesn't care. People on this chat don't care. No one cares. It's your money. Go buy it.
Right.
We don't
All right.
care. If you want
Yeah.
me to review it, then you can buy it
And-
for me. Or
And at the
Grim.
same time, Lance is entitled to his opinion, just like with any video.
Yeah.
Okay, he's putting up videos. So my response to anyone who says, "Well, I don't like your opinion," well, then put up your own video.
Yeah.
About it, okay?
I remember I put a comment.
Put up your own
Go
video.
post
Start
it
a
or
YouTube
blog it somewhere
channel.
else.
Yeah, put up a video, and there you go. Get your opinion out there. You know.
Get
And
your
that's-
5 minutes of fame.
And we're gonna say this on every response.
Mm-hmm.
Every response that comes up, this will always be like one of the final comments.
Yeah.
If you don't like his opinion, get out there and make an alternate opinion and,
Mhm.
and put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, and don't think that anyone here is saying, we don't give us criticism. No,
Oh,
no. We all fully understand that by putting up a video, by putting your opinion out there, you're opening yourself up to opinions coming back at us, and that's fine. Just present them with logic. That's all. Present them with logic and facts, not emotions, not calling people racist, not saying the same thing over and over like that nerd rage guy who basically said like paragraph after paragraph talking about the Wii U over and over and over.
That doesn't know anything how a computing system works. Doesn't know what a CPU.
Well, right. I'm not going to make the assumption that he doesn't, but he certainly didn't present. Yeah. He certainly did present an argument that was logical. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is it for our response to this video. I'm sure many more will come. Tomorrow night, everyone, catch us on the Sunday night late podcast.
That's
where we'll be
Sunday.
talking about. That's on Sunday, not tomorrow night. Sorry, it's the beginning of the week.
Is tomorrow?
What am I doing?
Is tomorrow the Magic the Gathering?
Yes, tomorrow night I will be on Titan's Table. We will be talking about War of the Spark because it comes out this weekend, which is the next Magic the Gathering set. And of course, you can catch Lance live in roughly about 35 minutes.
So
he will be yet again
1 hour from now.
All right, there you go. Lance will be on at roughly 12:30 a.m. EST time, playing the great old Minecraft game. All right, everyone. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone. Bye.